Hey guys, it's Diane, and I have a very special offer for three, and only three very special people. Now, most of you guys that are watching this video, unless we're just meeting, know that I've been in the home business industry for 12 years, and 2011 was the biggest year of my career so far. I had the pleasure of speaking on stage at two of the biggest events in the industry, not two of the biggest, the two biggest events in the industry. I've had all kinds of things going on with my career. It's been absolutely incredible. I got back into network marketing, hit the leadership ranks in 30 days, just made one of the highest leadership levels at My Lead System Pro, and it's just been a magical ride. And you may or may not have heard that this week is the opening of ticket sales to the No Excuses Summit, which is the biggest event in the internet network marketing industry. And I'm very excited because this year I have a bit of a different role. Last year I was one of the featured speakers and I got to do a whole big speech and it was a big deal. This year I'm part of a master marketer panel. So what that means is I'm actually going to have more free time to mix and mingle. I'm going to be running around the event. I'm going to be partying a little bit and having a good time. But it occurred to me that this is really a special opportunity for me to make something available to three. I can only do this with three people that I've never done before. I've taken on proteges and consulting clients for years, and I've helped many people really brand themselves, make themselves known. In fact, one of them was just featured today in the Better Networker newsletter. But this is something really special. So I'm going to lay it out. And if you're looking to really make a commitment, you've probably figured out by now that it takes an awful long time to learn the skills that you need to learn to make a lot of money and to be a pro marketer on your own. You can sit in webinar after webinar after webinar. You can read book after book after book. But as I was told by one of my mentors, there's certain things that can only be handed down eyeball to eyeball, in person. There is no other way to learn these skills. No matter how many times you listen to tapes, no matter how many times you practice a script, without a mentor sitting there going, okay, stand this way, move this way, talk this way, say it this way, it's extremely difficult. Now, it would be virtually impossible for me to do this with a lot of people as much as I'd like to, and it's, it's very time consuming. But this is what I thought about. Since I don't have the same responsibilities this year at No Excuses, since I'll be free to float around and really have a good time, and since, not that I didn't have a good time last year, I had a great time, so let me take that back, but since I'll have the freedom to do that, because I'm really only required to be there for 50 minutes during that panel, and I'm not required to be in different capacities, etc., I've decided that I want to do something really remarkable for that weekend. Now, I'm going to put out another video that explains all my bonuses if you do happen to buy your No Excuses tickets through me. And I have a huge bundle, crazy package of good stuff for people that are excited about hanging out during the weekend, and I'll explain that on the other video. But this video is about people that really know that in order to get where you want to go, you're going to have to, and I'm going to use a word that's going to sound weird to you, but it's the right word. You're going to have to submit to a mentor for a period of time and work hand in hand and very closely. So here's what the package I have is. It is a protege package for 1 year. 1 year, Diane. Most people, they go to an event for a weekend and try to learn. They go there and they get excited and they're hoping it's going to change their life. This is 1 year. It begins now. Actually, it'll begin March 1st. I'll give you these couple weeks for free. And what it entails is working with me on webinars, learning how to present, learning how to run them, conference calls, learning how to present, learning how to run them. You will spend the full No Excuses event with me. I will be picking up your VIP access ticket. I will be taking you into all the VIP parties. You're going to learn how to walk, how to talk, how to be, how to present yourself. You will be with me the whole weekend, including my private event, which will be going on the Monday after the weekend. So you're going to spend the whole weekend with me. You're going to breathe with me. Then we're going to continue to work on the phone. You're going to basically work through what I'm working on. Of course, you don't have to join any opportunity with me. You have your opportunity or whatever. If you're looking, great. And it's optimal if you're somebody who's really, really looking. But if not, that's no problem. Whatever program you're in is irrelevant. But you need to learn how to speak to people, talk to people, work with people, be with people. So your next experience with me is you will be able to come to Connecticut for a one-day event here to my home turf. Fly in, drive in, wherever you are, over the summer, whatever you want. It's really up to you. But you're going to get a full one day, like you'll stay overnight, maybe 2 nights, up to you. And you are going to spend the day with me. And you are going to work the same thing, in person, eyeball to eyeball on these skills. You will role play, you will practice. We will walk around places together where you will learn how to influence people, how to get them to remember you, how to be unforgettable, how to prospect in person, etc., etc. And then you will also, in addition to these two very intimate, one is 3-on-1, one is one-on-one. One-on-one. Do you know how much a day one-on-one with me costs? A lot. Then you will also get to come to all the events that I hold throughout the year. So I will have a couple events over the summer and an event in the fall. And you have full access. This is like wearing, if you were at a concert, you'd have an all-access pass. Anything I'm running, you're in. Any class I'm doing, you're in. You have my cell phone. You will be basically my project for the year. Now, here's the scoop, because this is too good to be true, and it is. If you don't show up, I don't show up. If you don't follow through, I don't follow through. I will not be hunting you down. I will not be begging you to do anything. If I teach you a move and you don't execute it, I don't care. How's that for Frank? But if you are somebody who knows that if you could spend the time with someone, if you could invest in a year, if you could take a year and invest and learn all the skills you needed to learn, what would happen to you? If you could hang out with the millionaires, if you could rub elbows with them, if you could be running with them, if you can show up to the events. Guys, if I'm speaking at an event, if I can get extra tickets, they're yours first. I don't always have access to them. If not, you're going to, come out to the event. I want you to take a year and make a decision that you will transform. You're going to read the books I tell you to read. You're going to listen to the audios I tell you to listen to. You're going to be immersed completely, bar none. And if you should decide to follow through, you will pop out a pro. Additionally, I will be promoting you and edifying you out in public if you do the deal. I'm not going to put my name on edifying you and upholding you if you're not following through. But if you do, if you put together a product or a class or something, I will promote it to my list. So this is a crazy, crazy, crazy thing. I don't know why I'm doing it, except for the fact that I wish somebody was doing this when I was looking. And I like projects, and I like being involved with doers and people that go for it. So, how does this work? I have 3 spots. They cost $5,000 a piece, which is expensive enough to weed out all the people that can't swing it, and it's cheap enough that it's a great deal if you're on a budget. Okay? You couldn't possibly buy this education at this price point anywhere. And not for a year. It's crazy. So expensive enough to weed out the people that have to hem and haw and ask their mother for permission. Okay? And it's cheap enough that anybody who's been around the block in this industry knows that it's a sick, sick, sick deal. It's in 2 payments. One immediately, the first 3 people that get their first payment are in, and the second one is going to be due in April. 2 payments of $2,500. Actually, it'll be $25 and a little bit of change to cover the cost, so like $25 or whatever. If you want to pay it in one payment, great, you're locked, period. Awesome, I'd love that. But most of you guys I know, this is off the cuff and you didn't expect it. It's 2 payments. No, I can't work any other way. No, don't write me letters. No, don't this. It's the first 3 people that get their $2,500 in. The arrangements are going to be right on this page. And you will start working with me immediately. and I will get your VIP tickets tomorrow night. You will be in. And I wanted to get this out to you before No Excuses opened up for sales. You'll get all the bonuses I give. You'll get everything. In fact, I'll even give you access to my archives for 6 years of every training I've ever conducted. I will give you insight into the time periods where I had ridiculous growth. I will show you how I networked my way into all the different positions I got in, how I met everybody, how I served different people that promoted me. I will show you every trick in the book. Now, who is this not for? People that think I am going to be the miracle worker and transform them and have a, magic wand and I'm their fairy godmother. It just doesn't happen. 2, who is this not for? People that haven't done the work already, okay? If you haven't, if you're using different internet systems or this and that and you haven't set them up and you're not capable of doing that type of stuff, this isn't for you right now, because I'm not here to wipe your tushy. I'm here to mold you and groom you. So I hold you responsible to learn that stuff. I learned it. You need to learn it. This is also not for anybody that wants to be a heavy-duty internet marketing split tester type of person. I'm a great copywriter. I'm a great internet marketer. I'm a great driver of traffic, but I do not do it through those types of methods. And in fact, I'll be explaining on a webinar very soon why I don't do it that way. There's a reason. So if you're looking for heavy-duty internet type of stuff, I'm not your person. I would recommend Dagan Smith to you, truthfully. He's the best of the best in that arena. And he'll cost you a heck of a lot more. But, that's who it's not for. No whiners, no bellyachers, no complainers. I will blow you out of the water. If you spend this money and you show up and you bellyache, I will blow you out of the water. You will not be happy, and you will put your arms across your chest and say, she cheated me, and she this, and she's this. No. I'm looking for 3, deadly serious, I'm ready to bleed. I would rather lie on the floor, bleeding, open heart, gushing blood, than give up on this. I'm looking for the person that knows they've done it, they've done the work, they know just enough, and that type of contact will put them over the edge. I'm looking for people who can travel to events. I don't know if you guys can hear there's screaming children in the background. Yes, I do work from home. Maybe you can't hear them, but I can hear them down there. People who can get to events, who can come to Connecticut. People who understand that they need to invest in their business. People who, if I say go buy a $12 book, you're going to buy it on Amazon that day, not wait 2 weeks because you don't have, access to that. People who are deadly interested in creating cash flow. We're going to be working heavily on cash flow and then residual. If you don't have any cash flow, you can't get to the events, you can't buy the books, you can't buy the tapes, you can't invest in advertising if you're up that, if you're wanting to do advertising. If you don't have any cash flow, you don't got nothing. So that's it. There is no magic pill. There's work, but I got to tell you, there's codes. There's common denominators, and there's formulas. And if you believe you can learn the formulas, I can teach them to you. Bar none. Period. I can teach them to you. This is not for the faint of heart. This is not for the thumbsuckers. You know who you are. If this is for you, you are freaking out right now because, one, the VIP tickets alone are $800. I believe. I'm pretty sure $800. The VIP tickets alone are $800. So therefore, you're knocking it down. A day with me would cost you $1,500 to $2,500. Boom, there you go. And you're getting a whole year and all the other events. Most of my events, they range from $97 to $750, depending on the purpose of the event and what we're doing. You're full access. And if you do your job and you get good, you'll be up on stage. I'll be putting you up there and letting you practice and letting you learn how to present to a crowd. That's part of this. So, that's the scoop. Diane at DianeHochman.com is my email. You can email me with questions, but chances are this is going to go quick. If you know me, you know me. If you don't know me and you're not sure and you need to ask a question, send it in. We'll see how quick these go. If you don't have the money, okay, it's not your time, okay? If you can't find the money, if you don't have it in your life, what you need to do is get to work and create money so that you have money to invest when the opportunity comes. See, this is how it works, guys. windows of opportunity are always opening. They're always showing up in your life constantly, whether it's on the internet or whether it's the right mentor showing up or whether it's an event or it's a networking opportunity. And whether or not you get to take advantage of that window has to do with what you did before. So if you are in a position where you're like, oh my gosh, but I can't, I want you to stop right now in this moment and think about it and go, if I had gotten myself together before, I'd be in a good position now. And I want you to make the commitment today to do serious follow-through and business study so that way, very soon, the next window will come. This one won't come again, but another one will, and you'll be able to take advantage of it. Now, for any of you guys that are like, oh my gosh, I would love to do this, but I can't afford it and I can't do it right now. And I get it. I was broke when I started, and I get it. There are other opportunities to work with me. Obviously not on this scale and not on this level. But you certainly can get involved with me at MLSP or at Numis Network. Those are very, very reasonable ways to get involved, get in there, and if you start proving yourself, if you start doing the work, if you start creating the revenue, you're going to get groomed. Okay, you're going to get groomed. But this is a very special experiment of mine. I want to see, can I find 3 people and can I take them for a year? I'm making a big commitment and turn them into rock stars. Maybe it's you. Do you have the rock star gene? Do you want to be a marketing celebrity? Do you have the mojo to pull it off? Can you peacock? Can you put up the feathers, put up the plumes, peacock a little bit? Do you got the swagger? Because if you got the swagger in your gut, I can teach you how to use it. So that's it. Diane at DianeHochman.com. If you need me, go ahead, click right down there, make your payment, your first payment there. You know what? In fact, I'm saying that in the video. This particular payment I'm going to be handling in a different way. So if there's not a link down there, don't worry about it. It'll give you directions on exactly how to handle it. I'm handling it through a particular processor. So that's the scoop. That's the deal. And get this done right away so that we can get your No Excuses tickets tomorrow before those VIPs sell out. And by the way, if you're not familiar with what goes on at those parties, that is where the action is. And if you're with me, we'll make sure you get introduced to everybody you want to meet. We'll make sure you get taken seriously because I'll work with you before you walk into the party to make sure you walk and talk properly. So, good luck to all of you that are going for it. Can't wait to find out who my 3 projects for the year are. I take this dead serious. This isn't a game for me. So don't let it be a game for you. We'll see you guys later.